And we have a severe thunderstorm warning that now has a considerable tag on it. So I'm going to stay on here for a few minutes than I usually do for a quick interruption of a severe thunderstorm warning. So there's this new severe thunderstorm warning that is for, and this includes 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Central Jefferson County and southeastern Franklin County and central Missouri until 6:15 p.m. So, severe thunderstorm was located near Detmer, Missouri, moving to the east at 20 miles per hour. And again, this is headed towards the Festus area, Festus, Missouri, that just got hit with a hailstorm. So, gonna get hit again. 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. So, if I were you, I'd park those cars and get them in the garage, because we're gonna have some pretty serious hail. Not as significant as the one in Randolph County, but this could definitely maybe crack your windshield, just maybe put a dent in it. Okay, so that goes until 6:15. It's right over Cedar Hill Lake. Let's zoom in a bit. Cedar Hill Lakes, Morrison Mill. This is over towards, what's that highway that goes down from Arnold to Mapleville? That's 270. Okay, so, and excuse me, Interstate 270 actually. And this just goes up to the Illinois border. So again, big hailstorm between Cedar Hill Lakes and Morse Mill. They just trend that a little bit. See if they put a new tag on there. Okay, yeah, that has gone up to 1.75 hail. So this one is growing rapidly too. So, oh yeah, there's some big hail. That's a big hailstone right there. Big hailstone. Indicating up to 1.5 hail, which is, if you're wondering, that's about $half size hail, about close to $half size hail. 1.5 inches in diameter. So this one is rapidly growing too, and 1.5 hail in diameter. And the main threat, we're not really typically concerned about tornadoes today as much as we may be tomorrow. Tornado threat's a little bit more tomorrow. And we're going to have much more coverage in severe storms tomorrow. But we're concerned with very large hailstones today, because that's just how the atmosphere is. This is just how the atmosphere is working today. These storms have really started to blossom in the past 2 hours. And I want to talk about this storm that I said I was going to stay on here for a few minutes for in Randolph County. That one is also showing about 1.5, maybe even a little larger, 1.75. So this one is showing a bit more large hail, 1.75. These are both considerable. So I want to stay on here for a few minutes, get everybody caught up to date what's going on. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for St. Genevieve, St. Francis, Randolph, Washington, and points north. Also for Washington County, Missouri, and Jefferson County, Missouri. They have not extended the warning on this one yet, but I have no reason to think that they won't. So, and that one is also for 60-mile-per-hour winds. And in case you're wondering, is there going to be a tornado? Like I said, tornado threat is very low. As you can see, we're not really seeing much in the way of rotation. Maybe a burst of maybe 30, 40-mile-per-hour wind. Maybe a gust of strong wind, but that would be about it. We're mainly concerned with large hail today. And that warning is for Redbud, Rima, Evansville, just as I mentioned. And I would expect a warning to be issued for like this, probably. Like that. Which would include the very western part of Perry County and west of Nashville in Illinois, towards Lively Grove. So could see a warning for western Perry County and western Jefferson County in Illinois, and Washington County maybe, if that storm progresses into Jefferson County. But I'm not sure that it'll go that long, but you never know. This storm has been going on for a very long while, though. This storm has been going for 2 hours. So you don't know. The atmosphere is not really conducive for I mean, it is conducive, but it's not really conducive for these long lasting storms in today's environment. Tomorrow, that's partially a different story. Um, what's up? Um, so, yeah, that's what we're looking at. Tomorrow, I want to put day 2 outlook on while we're here, if I may. Okay, that's the climatological outlooks. By the way, while we're at that, we're supposed to get colder than normal temperatures. I want to put day 2 on, in case any of you don't know about this. Okay, so this is day 2. The enhanced risk is back towards the Ozarks, but I would not be surprised if it comes to about right here, based on what the new model guidance is showing us. We do have a slight risk that goes towards, stops at Callaway County, stops at Princeton, the Princeton area. So the slight risk is basically from near Kansas City to near Terre Haute, Indiana, to near Vincennes, Indiana, Evansville, Indiana, Madisonville, Kentucky, Murray, Kentucky, Jackson, Tennessee, Clarksville, Mississippi, and so forth and so on. So, based on the new model data that is coming in, I would not be surprised if we have now an enhanced risk for Poplar Bluff, Cape Girardeau, and Carbondale when the new SPC outlook comes out, and maybe the Paducah area too. That we do have an enhanced risk for our very western counties, but I would not be surprised if more of the area comes under the enhanced risk. So I'm gonna take that off. Gonna stay on here for just a few more minutes to tell you that this has now been, now both storms have a considerable tag. So let's go back over here. That storm, it's headed towards Redwood, has significant hail on it. Significant. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets upgraded to 2-inch hail, possibly. Again, this is the day where storms pulse up, pulse down, and then pulse up again. I'm really surprised how long this storm has been going. It has been going for 2 hours straight, nonstop. It has pulsed down and pulsed up, but it has been severe this whole time. So I'm really surprised how long this storm has been going. And I would even say as far as to go that it would go towards maybe the Pinckneyville area, or maybe Mount Vernon, and then maybe over toward Wayne County. But once the sun sets, that's mainly when some of the activity will stop. Can't rule out maybe more activity, but it won't be blossoming like it is now. It's literally blossoming. And we're seeing very large hailstones today. It looks like over towards here, the Cedar Lakes Hill area, maybe we have a downward trend in hail, but you can still see some hail. I'm gonna put the hail tracker back on. And I want to go over towards 1-inch hail, 1 hour hail. That would mainly include maybe 1-inch hail. That's current hail. You see that hail has weakened over towards Cedar Hill Lake. But over towards Prairie du Rocher, I mean, look at this, folks. Radar is now indicating 2.1-inch hail in diameter. 2.1-inch hail. We haven't seen anything like that maybe until back July, maybe. Maybe, I'm thinking it had to be back over in July or maybe September. But we have not seen 2.1-inch hail since about July. So this is mainly your southern summer type hailstorm that you get. I mean, this is just basically summer hailstorms that you're getting right now. Not to say that you don't get this in the spring, because of course you do get this in the spring, but I've seen mainly some summer events in Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana that have had 2-inch hail. And now it's in Illinois and Missouri. We're seeing 2-inch hail in Randolph County, Illinois. And it's just March. This is something that you would get in June or July. And on March 13th, 2024, you were getting 2-inch hail in Randolph County. Not that I'm surprised, but I mean this is pretty unusual for just mid March to get 2-inch hail. Oh yeah, now we're starting to get that criteria. I'm gonna step off here real quickly, folks. I will be right back. Okay. So I'm back. As I said before, this is very unusual for mid-March. To get this type of hail, to get 2-inch hail in Illinois. Maybe this is something you would see in Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana for mid-March. But you're getting this in southern Illinois. 2-inch hail in mid-March. And maybe, I'm surprised they haven't upgraded that to 2-inch hail yet. I bet if they will extend that warning. There's no question about it. They are going to extend the warning. But I mean, just based on that itself, wouldn't be surprised if they upgrade that 2-inch hail. This is considerable. So we're getting into considerable territory. And we may even get into destructive territory if this goes just even a little bit larger. I want to take a look at this one near Cedar Hill Lakes. It's post down a bit. We're not really seeing much in the way of hail anymore. Maybe a little bit of strong wind, but I'm not really concerned about hail. And that's headed towards the Illinois border. Valumer, Waterloo, Maystown, storms, places that just got hit by storms. So Hillsborough, this head towards you. Festus, this will probably just stay to the north of you, but the north side of Festus. Couldn't rule out maybe some rain, maybe a little bit of hail. But man, this storm has just been going on for 2 hours. I mean, this is just remarkable. Because the atmosphere is not even this conducive. It's conducive, but it's not this conducive. This storm has been going on for 2 hours straight, and this is at the strongest point that it's been ever today with this storm. So I'm gonna put a track on this. I'm gonna stay here with you until I see what they put in the new warning. Because I'm actually a little weary wondering what they're gonna put in the new warning. The storm is about to expire. The hail just got stronger. This is not a tornado warning. I don't want anybody to maybe think that this is a tornado warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning with very large hail and possibly destructive hail. It hasn't gotten to the destructive tag yet, but I would not be surprised. You need to park those cars, and if you're in Redbud and maybe headed towards Sparta, Coulterville, Tilden, you need to park those cars in for very, very, very large hail that could put dents in your car. And now they're reporting golf ball sized hail. Trained weather spotters, emergency management reported almost $half size hail in Ames, Illinois. So golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are with this storm, and it impacts people and animals. Outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. So I'm not really concerned as the wind is severe, but I'm not really concerned with the wind profile as I am with the hail profile, if that makes a little bit of sense. So I highly recommend that you park those cars in right now. And this is just some remarkable hail that we're seeing head towards Ruma. Okay, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning on that, and they're still sticking with this. I'm gonna step off on my phone and see if this is considerable or destructive. I'm still betting on considerable, but I would not be surprised if we get to that destructive tag here shortly. So let me step off real quickly here. Checking to see if that is destructive or if that is just considerable. Okay, they're still going with considerable. That warning is until 6:30. This is a pretty slow moving storm, honestly. It's not one of those fast moving storms. We've been going on about these storms in Illinois and Missouri for a little while now. So I want to take you over to the big picture. Well, I want to zoom out so you all can see the big picture. Those are the only two severe storms we have right now. There's a storm over Fairfield, and there's a storm just south of Olney, but those are not severe yet. I want to see. This is the short range radar. They have two in St. Louis. There we go. Well, added that. Okay, there we go. I'm looking, and that storm that's headed towards Peevely in Missouri has weakened just a bit. I mean, I don't see any weakening in the storm. It will weaken sometime. The storm in Ruma, Illinois, Randolph County, but I don't see it weakening within, say, 30 minutes, 40, 45. I could honestly see this storm going until sunset, so. Again, we just have the considerable threat tag, so I'm going to stay here with you for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to sign off here unless we get a destructive. If we get destructive, I will stay on for longer, but I mean, this is just significant hail. I haven't seen this since July. I might have not even seen this until maybe March of last year. You remember when we had that big hailstorm. So, again, this goes until 6:30. I'm going to put a track on this. It will enter Perry County, and I would not be surprised if Perry County you have a warning, and maybe Jefferson County you have a warning. So, shortly here, when this warning gets extended. I'm going to take a look at the CC, see if we have any. Oh, yeah. There's the hill core right there. Where you see that yellow blob? Right there, that's the hail core. Over towards Ruma and then over towards Baldwin. So, I'm going to put a track on this. We'll look at a few more radar scans. And then we will probably, more than likely, sign off here. And we will have, we will have more warnings through about now until 7:30 and maybe 8 p.m. So, again, that storm maybe just a tad has came down in hail size. But you hear that I've said multiple times today, storms that pulsed up and they pulse down. So it could easily just strengthen again at any point in time. So I'm gonna put a track on this. Again, golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, moving to the east at 25. So I want to make sure we adjust this the right way. There we go. Okay. I maybe needed to put a longer track on that. So let me do that again. I want to back up. Let's back it up a little bit. Ooh, not that far. Okay. I want to take it into Perry County. I'm not entirely sure whether it will last that long or not. But you never know. You never know. So, Evansville, Illinois, 604. Baldwin, 616. Sparta, 631. Cutler, 652. Pinckneyville, 716. Todd's Mill, 717. St. John, 734. DeCoin, 736. And Old DeCoin around 743. So, again, I'm sure it'll weaken probably by 6:30 or 7. But, I mean, this storm has been going on for about 2.5 hours now. So, I mean, this is just remarkable. that we are seeing this type of hail in March. I want to see if we have what the current hail signature is. I assume it's probably the same, or maybe just down a little bit. Well, I mean, it's gotten less in size, and it's also gotten less in hail, I guess you could say. But the hail core is definitely still there, and what we're now seeing is basically it's gone down to about 1.6 inch hail. So it's weakened just a bit, so that's the good news. And that storm over towards Kermswick, Missouri, and Jefferson County, that storm has weakened. But there's a storm ahead of it, so we'll have to watch that. And again, Redbud, Ruma, Baldwin, Evansville, and a severe thunderstorm warning till 6:30. So with golf ball size hail, and that's the main threat. Okay, since the hail has weakened a bit, I'm going to get off here, but I probably will more than likely be back on tonight. So that's just as of right now, what's going on right now. Any new warnings, I'll be back on right away. Until then, I'm going to sign off.